Yeah, I thought I thought we played really well. There was a bit of a different feel through the week. You could tell that we'd sort of learned our lesson from the week before, and we knew that we had a contest, and we knew that we had a game on our hands. So I was really happy with how they responded. And I thought that first half in particular, we played some really good footy. And what pleased me the most was I really thought Wakefield had a go. I thought they defended really hard and defended with some really good desperation there a number of times to stop us from scoring. And when you're able to break it down and still find the points that we did, and they're defending well, as I said, I was really happy with it.
I need to have a look at that first half. We spoke all week about trying to do a job on Walmsley. I thought we did a really good job last week, but it caused us some damage through the middle there, middle third. I thought we were a little bit soft through the middle third. Well, we were soft, not thought. We were soft through the middle third, and they were a lot tougher than us. They ran harder than us, and the game was lost at half time. It just sums us up at the minute. Sums our season up with. I think I said it on Sky. We're consistently, inconsistent. We put a decent performance in for 70 odd minutes last week, and then we come up with an inept performance tonight.
Yeah, and that's what we look like at our best. When we are at our best, we do defend really well, and we do defend really aggressively, and we showed that tonight. And as I said, I thought we played some really good footy on the back of it.
It's a simple fix. You just bring in better quality players, and that's what myself and Michael and the rest of the board and the members of staff or the coaches will be doing tomorrow. These players that play tonight, that are off contract. There's players that play tonight that are under contract that could find themselves really, under a lot of pressure. We've got to go for more quality over quantity, and that's simple. That's why we're looking for a top class half. That's why we're looking for a top class outside back. It sounds simple, but it's a difficult fix as well, because it's a lot to do with budgets. But the performance tonight wasn't good enough. We weren't good enough as a staff. The players weren't good enough out there tonight, and it's just not acceptable.
Yeah, he's a finisher. He's got a terrific ability to finish tries, and one of those tries, I think it was his second, that it looks like the opportunity shuts down, but he still finds a way to get over the line. So he's very, very good at it. And the thing I was most impressed with Tommy, like obviously I love his try scoring ability, but the way he carried off the back fence and got us on the front foot, and his play the ball was exceptional tonight. We really played off the back of that as well.
There's a lot of very good individuals tonight, but James Bentley was back to his terrier-like best, wasn't he? He was a real ferocious performer tonight.
Yeah, James Bentley was what he is every week. He's a great competitor. He's tough. He works really hard, and he's cluey as well. He comes up with some really smart plays at different times with and without the ball. So, I've said all year, how happy we are with how he's progressing, and he's a good player for us.
Like I said earlier, there's some players that are on contract that need to be a little bit worried. We're all fighting for his jobs. Had there been no relegation, we'd be in a real fight. And I think I'd like to think not, but I think we've got quite a few players that were kind of relieved and put the queue in the rack since that announcement. That's the disappointing part for us. We showed last week in parts that we can compete, but I don't want to take too much away from Saints either. I thought Walmsley were fantastic. I thought both halves, had total control of the game, and Roby again were really good, and some of their individuals are fantastic. Makinson there scoring, I lost count after 3. Not sure how many tries he scored, but we just didn't look after their individuals, and collective we were a long way off.
Lewis Dodd, you managed to get him on for 24-25 minutes, and he got his boot to ball there, and he got a bit more involved this week, didn't he? And he'll enjoy that try.
Yeah, he did. I thought he really enjoyed the try. He had he's got a great confidence about him. I I've said a number of times, I think he's got a great future. He's a really good player. You can just see when he goes out there that he knows that he belongs at this level. And it's good to be able to get him a little bit of time there in both positions as well. He had that little bit of time at 9, and I think that's really good for his development, that he's in the middle there, and the physicality of 9 and the need to be on the ball all the time, I think is really good for him. And then to be able to put him in the halves there for a little while and just give him that little bit of a taste. I love how he's coming along. I really rate him as a player. I think he's got a big future, and it was great to give him that opportunity and great to see him get a try as well. I mean, you've always got to see how the game goes. And if there was an opportunity for him to play in the halves, then we certainly wanted to give him that. At the same time, if that opportunity doesn't come up, because it's tough to change your halves in the middle of a game and expect blokes to go out there and make it work straight away. So we always had that fallback of being able to put him at 9 and give Robes a rest there after playing 80 minutes last week.
This is what we'll be discussing over the next, the next couple of days. We had a recruitment meeting for next week. We've pushed that forward to tomorrow morning, and we're just going to have to make some tough calls, and then see where that takes us. But there's some real poor individual performance. On the flip side, I think there is 8, 9, 10 guys that are busting a gut week in, week out. And there's quite a few other guys that are letting the mates down, and that's not acceptable, and that's got to change.
My thoughts on James Roby are the same as everyone else. He's an exceptional player. He's an exceptional person. He really leads from the front by his example. He's not a bloke that feels like he needs to talk all the time, but when he does talk, he certainly carries some weight, and everyone stops and listens, and that's because of the actions that he backs that up with all the time. So look, it's great to have him on your team. He can play 80 at a pinch. I think it's best that we don't try and play him 80 every week, because that can certainly become fatiguing. But as we showed last week, he's got no dramas doing it, and he can do that, and he can come up with the big plays as well, and that's a sign of a really good player.
Well, Matty Ashurst, what you see, what you get with Tash. He's a solid 8, 9 out of 10 every week. I think Tom Johnson tries his hard, tried his hardest. Kalepi in the middle had a good stint. He had a good stint there in the back row, and I thought young Crofty as well. I thought there was some nice touches with Crofty, and defended well at times. But yeah, we're probably talking only a handful or maybe 2 handfuls tonight.
We get a lot of games coming really quick, and it's going to be a tough little period. And I've said all along that it's to win the comp this year, or to go a long way in the comp this year, you're going to have to use your whole squad, and your whole squad's going to have a real role to play. So that's going to come true in the next couple of weeks.